Okay, what's going on everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to replace a master cylinder for the brakes on your car. Mine currently went out today when I hit my brakes and about scared the living hell out of me because I couldn't stop. So I'm going to briefly just show you the steps that I took to just replace it and fix the problem. So we're going to get started. Okay, right off the bat, this is a Honda Civic EX, and the first thing you're going to want to do to remove this master cylinder is want to get under here by the brake pedal, and you're going to want to remove this pin. Once you remove this pin, cotter pin, this shaft slides out and detaches your master cylinder pump for your brakes off of your gas pedal. Okay, the second thing you're going to want to do for your master cylinder replacement is you're going to want to remove your airbox. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this pin, and this whole thing is going to slide right out. But once you do that, you're going to have 3 bolts. Actually, I think it's 2. It's this one, and it's one way down there, as you can see as I'm pointing at, and then you have a button definitely down there. It's not a bolt, but it is a little button hook plastic clip you're just going to have to pull, and that's going to remove your actual intake housing from your car. And you also just want to pull this tube off. Pull this tube off, pull this off, you're good to go. After you're done, you're just going to want to pull this little aluminum hose off. Be careful, it's very hot. Get it out of the way. You're going to just remove that clip. Once you remove that clip, you're going to want to remove this clip. And there's one more clip that you see, that hose just bends down. There's another clip there. There's no clip for this one that goes in the airbox. It just pops right out. Once that's done, you're going to see a little metal band in the back. That is your hose that goes into your throttle body. Once you're done moving that, I believe it's a real small bolt, get that out of the way. This whole box and unit will come out the way, and we can start with the actual process of the master cylinder. Okay, once all that stuff is out of the way, clearly it's not out of the way in the photo, you're going to see 2 brake lines. One looks like that, the other one is just behind it, right there. 10mm wrench easily. You're going to undo those 2. And those are the only brake lines that are attached to this. This whole thing right here, this is all one piece. So this is where you fill up this hose back here that runs down into your master cylinder, and that's where it's going to fill up to your brake lines. After that, there's 2 bolts. One right there, and one that's kind of on the other side. They're both attached to your firewall, but it's down there somewhere, kind of hard to see. Just undo those 2 bolts, and this whole unit slides out. And then that's it. Go ahead and slide the new one in, bolt it to the back of the firewall. Go ahead and you're probably gonna have to bench bleed it. What I did is I just attached mine to the wall, filled it up with brake fluid, had a secondary person go in, pump the brakes until fluid started to come out, and then I just sealed up the brake lines and then bled the lines. But this is your master cylinder. That is your master cylinder location, and it's really easy to do. You can do it by yourself. Alright, so if you follow those 2 brake lines, they're actually going to lead right to here. So you pump the fluid, and then the fluid goes into this reservoir right here. I'm not really sure what this is called, but this is going to compress it even more and dump it into all 4 lines, which goes to each of your tires. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to mess with this. 90% of the time, the problem is your master cylinder, which is this, and it's a real easy fix. So also there's a little sensor here that will tell you if your brake fluid is low. But yeah, that is it. Real easy, very, very simple.